under center.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll set up to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. 25 yards that time.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this has started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 9 now. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
A nice pickup on 1st down, 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw. Going to throw right side here, complete.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively, they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A reminder coming up tomorrow night, Monday Night Football. It's the Packers' second home primetime game in 3 weeks as they host their NFC North rivals, the Detroit Lions. Kickoff 8:15 Eastern, 7:15 Central. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Rivers. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Rivers now from the 50. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. Well, last year, Henry really looked poised for a prime breakout season, but then May 22nd, tore his ACL during OTAs, ruled out. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. A toss play, Gordon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Here's Rivers. And that will be incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Incredible from goal line to goal line. Officially, it is a 100-yard punt return. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a 1st down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And that is incomplete. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded at the 33. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll look to throw. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Back to throw here. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Alex Collins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was finished by the touchdown run from the 15. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
To throw again on 2nd down. Rivers.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's only had a couple of carries. I mean, when you've got a horse like this, 2nd quarter, got to start to ride that horse a little more, don't you?
You can't just neglect him. He's got to touch it, and often, in order to get maximum out of him. Typically, these types of backs, it's the accumulation of carries, and that's when you see the damage as the game goes on.
Yeah, let's see. They're going to try to get him into the flow, we would assume, here. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Rivers to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And now off to the races, down the right side, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. With his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Oh, boy, rubbing a little salt in the wound there, going for 2 up this big.
There's one time when I played, Brandon, and played against a team that was just absolutely pile driving us, and they ended up going for 2 late in the game. And I asked one of the guys, why'd you do that? He said, because we wanted to win by more. That feels like that type of situation.
Wow. Well, it could also result in a melee later, though.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Keenan Allen, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Gordon. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Open man is born. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Rivers, he leaves to Eckler on the draw. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab.
An eligible receiver downfield. Offense.
And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the second time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25, and 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now Gordon on first down, and the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
At the 39-yard line.
On second and 11 now. Rivers complete. It's Henry. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. This one from 48 yards away. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he didn't get it there. No, it's no good. Just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, a tough day for this offense continues. One of their best chances to get on the scoreboard there, couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen for them today, does it? I mean, opportunity after opportunity, play after play has gone against them the entire game. They probably feel a little bit like Schlep Rock, got that black cloud over their heads.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20.
There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that will extend this big lead.
Chargers, nothing. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing, Rivers. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, and it's 3rd and short. The Chargers on 3rd down. It's been a problem, just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. He's got his man. It's Williams. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. Rivers now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Rivers again. It's complete to Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
At the 48-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rivers. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing Rivers. And that will be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. That's always puzzled me a little bit.
Here's a 1st down run with Collins. And some space here. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give to Collins. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. He completes it to Henry. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Rivers. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense